Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your full moon in Taurus oracle message. This is for the full moon happening on November 5th. This is just looking at energy that may or may not be in your energy at that time. So, this is not going to be a message that resonates with everybody. Take what does, release what doesn't. So I'm going to start off pulling for the energy from the Moonology Oracle deck, and it felt like there was a lot of energy that wanted to come through, almost like that like burst of air energy, right? When that something like that comes through, I did kind of feel it in like a funnel, so to speak, like so something could come in and feel like a whirlwind of activity is how I'm feeling. So let's see what message. Okay, first energy that wants to show up is your hard work is paying off. So super sweet energy. That is a new moon in Capricorn. So something you have been working on. It's really either solidifying in the physical realm, it's taking off, it's happening, it's grounding that energy. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So this could be where that innovative mind of yours took action on something, worked towards something, is trying to build something, is how I'm feeling with all of this. I feel like this full moon is going to be a good energy for you. Next come, wow, look, a win-win outcome is forecast. So that could be that whirlwind of energy, that air energy I felt coming through, where you're really feeling lifted up because, I feel like it maybe clears away some energetic residue or debris that may have been clinging to you, whatever that is for you. But it does show good things happening. Your commitment is being tested. And I feel like this is, as you get, when we get to the end, and I talk about this when we're talking about houses or when our planets in certain degrees, when they get to the end of that sign, like say it's 28, 29, even 27 degrees of any sign when you're talking about a natal chart or the transit chart, whatever it is. I always say that they are so much more potent, they're stronger because they're getting ready to close out and go into something new, right? So it's closing out that old cycle, and it can be a lot happening at once, or feeling tension or pressure, something like that. But I do feel like this is that finish line, so to speak, where it may feel like it's darkest before the dawn, right? Where you may feel like giving up or just things aren't happening. This is where you want to push yourself and persevere through that finish line. Next card out, prosperity lies ahead. Yes, new moon in Taurus. So this is a full moon in Taurus. You could take a look back at something around 6 months ago, I guess. That would be around when we had the new moon in Taurus. I feel like there were some seeds that were planted. This to me feels like a checkpoint, like a halfway mark, of some sort. Even it could even be something better than that. But I'm just saying it feels to me like there's something that maybe when you initially started, planted those seeds, you were feeding, this was part of it. I feel like you're recognizing that that could be a block in some way, shape, or form. Remember that energy I was talking about, that residual kind of energy? What do you need to release is at the bottom of the deck. So, yes, it just feels like an old energy that maybe started or, was part of what you were building at the beginning of it, but I just don't feel like it's an alignment. There does feel something out of whack that I kind of feel like you're using that intellectual mind of yours to put the pieces together, figure this out, and know what needs to be released. And a fiery climax approaches. And so this could be where that catalyst happens with this full moon. Bottom of the deck is your commitment is being tested. Again, this is happening, right? So this does feel like a big deal when it comes to making a choice, a decision, a step forward. I feel like it feels like that catalyst moment where there's no turning back. Although I don't feel for whatever this is you've been working on, building, trying to create, balance out, get ahead on, whatever this is, I feel like you're all lined up for that. And then you see this clash happening. So this could be an external influence that isn't really appreciating or on board. It can be within your own self, like fears, doubts, insecurity, where that sort of thing. So just be mindful, take what resonates, release what doesn't. Let's pull some messages now from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. I love this deck. It's so gorgeous, the colors of them. This is what the back of them look like. They got that beautiful foil. They are such a beautiful card. Treasure of abundance. Your hard work is paying off. Whatever you're trying to manifest, it feels like it's right at the tip of your fingers, right? Bottom of the deck, welcome the change, but there is something that is going to bring some sort of challenge, like somehow, some way. I'm feeling. I hope this isn't your challenge. I hope it's a challenge that uh, I I don't know. I'm feeling like there is some sort of a challenge with this, with that. We're going to see when we get there. All right, let's see. Let's look at energies or messages that want to come through with the win-win outcome. It's forecasted and time to play. This is about tapping into your childlike joy, having fun, loving life, living life, balancing out that mind, body, spirit, self, the faithful way, doing what's right for you. Like, this is really beautiful, or I feel intense energy at the same time. And I know it shows water right there, but to me, this is representing that air I was feeling, where there's this whirlwind. It's like, in the drop, in the blink of an eye, like your entire life changes. And it's like, we can always make that choice, or, that change, or whatever this is, and go good or go bad, right? I'm feeling like where it would go bad, that kind of feels like a residual energy, like an old way of being, an old way of doing, an old way of thinking, just old things, something in the past, whatever that is. I feel like there is this moment of releasing of whatever that energy was that was attached to you, connected to you. Bottom of the deck, the faithful way. Yeah, this is doing what's true for you, what's right. Doing this is really beautiful energy, because I love energies that do the right thing. I just love that. Keep the vibration high. It's great. It's a good feeling. So let's look at this prosperity lies ahead, and then we're going to get to whatever that is over there that I'm kind of curious myself, and I'm not even a Gemini. So resolve the conflict. Prosperity lies ahead. There is a conflict. I feel it with that energy right there. There is so there is a resolution, right? Resolve the conflict. Bottom of the deck, soulmate energy. This is about, I really feel aligning. I just feel this strong sense of alignment for you, and it's releasing and letting things go. The soulmate energy, we all have many different soulmates in our life. Some are, karmic soulmates, so we can never leave that out. Some are different kinds of soulmates, right? You have friends that are co-workers, that sort of thing, who on a soul level, like there is a familiarity. There is this knowing of another soul, or connection with another soul, and delightful intimacy is showing up. So for some of you guys, this is in regards to a soulmate connection. Very clearly, like, the cards are showing up. You see focus on your vision. So this is bringing that, manifesting that vision into reality, because there does feel something very strong and significant about the alignment, right? Like, I feel a strong sense of alignment for this win-win, for all of that. But it comes with a challenge. There's something challenging about this situation. And this energy is showing up saying it's time to resolve the conflict, whatever the conflict is. So I feel that's where that tension is going to be playing part of during this full moon in Taurus. You can look at what house that is for you to see what part of your life this is taking place in. So let's keep going. Let's pull some more energy. This is from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle deck. We're just going to get some additional clarity. Let's see what messages want to show up for Gemini. What's messages for this treasure of abundance? What is this treasure of abundance? Trust the universe. This is like, there is a higher hand playing a role in this. I do feel like this is about having faith, believing, aligning. It feels like a receptive energy. It does say the first quarter moon in Aquarius. So when we're talking about that, it's like a new beginning as far as the mind goes. Your innovative thinking, your thoughts, your ideas, anything like that. And carrying that energy. There's something about carrying that. And wow, I feel like throwing that out to the universe and look at that. There's a first quarter moon in Taurus, releasing control. See, that's what I'm saying. Like at the beginning of this, I feel like there's been something you're working on, and now it's taking off, and now you're heading in the direction you want to go in, and there's something that wants to stop, block, create some sort of conflict as that is. So I feel like that is going to be a challenge for you that is probably arising during this full moon. I do feel like there's something very significant about this moon. It is on the 5th. Then we have the 1111 portal that is happening on the 11th. So there is some very intense and powerful energies at play right now. But this is talking about trusting the universe and releasing control. Like you don't need to know all the steps forward. You just need to stay in alignment and taking the correct steps. Holding that vision. We did see that. Focus on your vision, holding that vision. Let's pull some energy and see what it's time to play. This is about fun. This is about love. This is about joy. Um, Very beautiful energy. And then let's see what shows up. Unleash your kindest self, right? Yes. And that is the first quarter moon in Capricorn, right? This feels to me like committing to, you know, having that fun, like living, loving, laughing, doing all of that. It's what it feels like to me. Bottom of the deck, step into your power. First quarter moon in Aries. You notice all these first quarter moons, there's three of them, right? We have fire, earth, air, and the only thing that we're missing is the water, the emotions, the feelings, the intimacy, the compassion, the whatever the relationships, that sort of energy. That's the only thing that's missing. It feels like everything else is lined up for this new beginning, this fresh start. It's just so that's what I'm seeing. Let's keep going. Resolve the conflict. Let's see what this is about. What is this resolve the conflict? I feel someone knows what this is about before I even pull any more energy on this because I'm seeing so much purple and blue energy in this reading. You can see it yourself, right? And green. See the green and the purple. I feel like there is these downloads with all this purple, like someone's being guided, something to do with their heart chakra, heal their heart. And then with this blue, communicate something, speak something out with the throat chakra. Let's keep going. Let's look at what this resolve the conflict is. Resolve the conflict is full moon in Leo. Go wild, have fun. Like there is that childlike joy. There is that fun, that love, that happiness. This is just a very bright, vibrant energy. Bottom of the deck, know that you are loved. New moon in Libra, right? So new moon in Libra. We just had one of those. I'm not gonna tag it to the end of this video because I don't even know if I'm doing that right at this point. So I'm just going to say if you go back and you watch the reading for new moon in Libra for your sign, that could help give you additional information and clarity. But it is showing up saying that justice is being served, scales are being balanced, like balance is being restored, and restoring harmony and peace in a connection, a relationship, or in relationship. If this is a new one, first quarter moon in Gemini, speak your words into being. And I've seen that with that chakra energy. Like I said, I feel like there's these downloads that are coming in for someone. You're going to know, right? And then look, another new moon in Aries. Go for it. Taking action, making things happen. Like this is taking whatever them thoughts, ideas, your intellectual mind started building something, creating something, moving something, doing something. And now I feel like you're at a threshold of success, victory, and everything in alignment. And then here, for whatever reason, there is some sort of a conflict that's standing in the way. But I do feel like it did show up saying you're going to resolve whatever this conflict is. So really beautiful energy. Very powerful energy. Let's grab a few messages. Oh, This is from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck, and the first one that, and these, it was popping. That's why I was over going, woo. Um, this is trusting your intuition, right? There's that mind space again, right? Trusting not even just your mind space, your gut feeling, your intuition, the downloads you're receiving, the signs and synchronicities. This is talking about getting balance, balancing from within, and having strength, courage, and confidence. When I'm seeing that Leo energy showing up that says go wild, like this is about having that confidence to, you know, I want to say roar, I don't know, but that's just what's coming to mind. So it is what it is. Next card that shows up is protection. You are protected. I feel this white is representing of this new beginning, of this fresh start. Look, this is someone, and it's interesting when this card shows up because I always feel like someone's losing hope, right? Because they can't see it growing, evolving, and prospering. They can't see because their back is turned or whatever it is. I just feel like they were unable to see that the things they were hoping for were growing and manifesting, and they just are ready to arrive. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Give us another energy right here. Choices, decisions. This is about co-creating with the universe for a fresh start, a new beginning in some sort. You see them stairs are leading to a whole different vibe when it comes to looking at the sky, like a brighter future, a fresh start, that sort of energy. But it's talking about making a choice and a decision. And I feel like it's about something to do with whatever that conflict is. There's the thought showing up right there. So I feel, again, I felt strong air energy, like your thoughts, your ideas, communication, what your communication, who you're communicating with. It just feels like a lot of air energy that feels like a big whirlwind you're trying to navigate through right now. I do feel like you reaching that breakthrough. So let's keep going. And it comes down to this choice, this decision, trusting your intuition. You are protected, it's saying. Next card that shows up is enchantment, and I love that card because I always say right off the bat, it makes me feel like mystical, magical. Look, at bottom of the deck is gentleness. So this is that fresh start that, like, it's like when you wake up some days and you just feel like there is something so different about today. The energy feels different, my energy feels different, the energy around you feels all different, and it's a good different, right? This is that energy. This is like purifying some sort of a purification and a fresh start and a new beginning. And very beautiful reading here for you, Gemini. I do hope this serves you well. Please leave a comment, let me know if this resonates with you, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I send you love and light.